sorry I'm late. Just traffic was crazy. I know you've been here all night. I'm ready for shift report when you are.
Okay. This is Robert. He's a double amputee from a ski accident. Yes, it was. He just came in last night from surgery. He's having a lot of difficulty coping. He's had a little bit of a rough night. His vital signs have been stable though, and his last dose of morphine was at midnight.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Have a good shift.
Yeah. Hi, Robert. So I'm Jaleel, and I'm going to be your nurse for today. I'm sorry to hear that you passed a hard night. Can you tell me a bit about what made it so difficult?
Of course, that's a hard night. I feel like my life is over to 16. What am I going to do? I wish I were dead. My whole life is hot. I would have qualified for an athletic scholarship if all this hadn't happened.
I can understand that it must feel so unfair for you to feel like your life has lost its meaning. Now, when you mentioned that your whole life was sports, can you tell me a bit more about that? How about you walk me through what a normal day would have been like for you?
Jaleel is working with Watson's transpersonal theory of caring. He's trying to establish a caring relationship between her and the patient Robert. Establish a caring moment where they both connect on a spiritual level. As Robert thinks and reflects about his life, he actually changes his mood and becomes a little bit calmer.
So, Robert, I can see that it was good for you to think about how life used to be, but that it's also hard to kind of picture a future where this wouldn't be the same, where you wouldn't have sports to fill your time. Does that sound pretty accurate?
But how are you planning to help me?
Well, I'm here to let you know that you're not alone, that even though you're going through an overwhelming transition right now, we can work together on first just recovering from the surgery, and then taking that energy, that passion and commitment that you've been using in sports, and using that to build you a future.
Are you done now? Just leave me alone.
Okay, but I want you to know that there's still so much you're capable of and that you're going to be able to do.
Hello, you still haven't gone on breakfast? Go for your breakfast break. I'll cover.
Okay, thanks so much. So, we just had a nice long chat with Robert. Couldn't get a lot done, unfortunately. So if you don't mind giving a shot of morphine, that'd be great. I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Have a good break.
Hi, Robert. So I'm Allison. I'm covering for Jaleel. You're in good hands because I've been a nurse for many years and I'm very experienced. I know your morphine is due, so I'd like to know, how is your pain right now?
Allison is using Benner's caring theory and values her intuitive sense of how the patient is doing. Allison no longer relies on analytical principles. Since she has been a nurse for many, many years, she is an expert, as classified by Benner. Allison views the patient as a package of lived experiences and has dealt with this situation before.
Of course I'm in pain. My legs are being chopped off. I can't even move.
Okay, well, in my experience of working with amputees, I know that pain can very negatively impact your view on life, so I will give you your morphine, and then maybe later you'll be more willing to talk.
Just give me more.
Okay. Robert, just so you know, along with your nurse, Jaleel, you're going to have some student nurses coming in. Is that okay? They'll just be doing an assessment. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Robert. I'm student nurse Julie, and I'm working with Jaleel.
Really nice. So you don't actually know what you're doing then? No, thanks, but I need more help than a band-aid. Why is it bothering me? Haven't I gone through enough already?
See, Robert, I'm here to care for you, and which means I can do whatever you cannot do, and I'll teach you how to do that gradually. And because you cannot do bus and walk from one place to another, so we can start from simple exercise. And as an athlete, you know how important to keep fit, and you are in a great state. Simple exercise can keep you active and prevent you from post-operative complications, and it also helps you to use wheelchair and prosthetic legs.
Exercising won't bring my legs back, but at least I need to get in shape. So what do I have to do?
Julie is using Orem theory. Orem theory explains when nursing care is needed. Nursing care is needed when people are unable to care for themselves as a result of health deviation, limitations, or injuries. The theory is built upon three related theories: the theory of self-care, the theory of self-care deficit, and the theory of nursing success. Julie has assessed Robert's self-care deficit, including the need for coping, need for mobility. She concluded that Robert needs support with wheelchair and exercising, which will help Robert continue with his daily living activities.
Robert, I will refer you to physiotherapy, and she will be here in a few minutes.
I could just kind of be sitting here, but what do I have to do when I reach the hospital?
Right now, we are focusing on gain skills, take care of yourself, and we take one step at a time.
Really? One step at a time? Whatever.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Allison Talks. Today we have Robert McKinnon in here, who went from a 16-year-old leg amputee to a gold medalist. Tell us about your experience.
I've brought in my journal that I wrote in the hospital. I'll tell you about my nurses. One of the nurses kept talking about using my past skills to connect with my future. She was kind of over the top and kept talking about my feelings. And I couldn't tell if she was trying to be my nurse or my mom or my friend. Kind of weird. But at least she got me thinking about what I could do.
That sounds like Watson. Let's hear from Watson's expert.
Well, in Watson's theory, we try to build a transpersonal relationship with the patient. We want to have a caring moment that transcends time and space to unlock the inner healer in the patient, so the nurse can help the patient heal himself.
That makes sense, but sometimes I needed experts who knew what they were doing. I had this one know-it-all nurse, and she could never explain why she was doing all this stuff that she felt it would help me. But she was right about pain meds being what I needed to clear my thoughts. It was just kind of hard to trust her.
An expert nurse? That sounds like Benner. What does Benner's expert have to say on that?
Benner's theory outlines how nurses learn to be nurses, starting from novice and ending at expert. It sounds like in this situation, the nurse was an expert, relying on her intuition, and she no longer needed her textbook.
But what really pushed you? Which nurse really pushed you to become a gold medalist?
I would say the nurse that really pushed and got me to see the physio was very helpful, but not my favorite. She was so focused on what I could or couldn't do, but ignored how I felt about it.
That sounds like Orem. What does Orem's expert have to say on that?
Well, Robert, at that time, I believe Robert was unable to care for himself and needed nursing care to help him continue to move and live and help him to do his daily living activity. And I know that nursing care was there in place to help you move and do your daily living activity.
So it looks like Robert got care from all different types of nursing that complemented each other and helped him become the gold medalist that he is today. Go Canada!
With the help with physiotherapy and providing him.
And you are in a great state.
Well, it looks like Robert, Derek, can we just end? Can we just pause?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was my accent, like, at the start. You'll see me.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.